All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
With our stunning collection of fine jewelry, gemstones, pearls and diamonds, fine pieces in timeless designs and unspoken elegance. Al Siraj Jewelry, our story, our pride.
NEC Remit. Send money online to India. Credit in seconds with great rates. Download NEC Remit app now.
വിഷമിക്കണ്ട, എല്ലാം ശരിയാവും.
ലുലു മണി സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വം.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain. With over a decade of existence in Bahrain, exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. Since 2006, Magnum Imprint have been offering high standards of quality with our professional team that delivers all your advertising and promotional requirements efficiently and promptly. For more details, please contact 39887088 or 33856330 or 33542530.
An author has said that our talent is a gift from God, and what we do with it is our gift back to God. Talents vary, and some individuals come with such blessings galore. And a Bahrain resident whose name tantamount to this, Sri Ambalikuttan Aravindakshan, Managing Director and Principal of the Indian Institute of Performing Arts, the veteran musician comes with a legacy indeed. He is the grandson of the famous lyricist late Abhay Dev. Besides, Mr. Aravindakshan is also one with a blessing of its kind, someone who was lucky to be the disciple of Carnatic music doyen Dr. Balamurali Krishna. Awarded the prestigious title Sarvakala Pratibha for an all-rounder in music during his academic years, Mr. Aravindakshan has performed innumerable programs all over India and abroad. He has sung in numerous films, produced and music directed audio of classical, light and bhajans. He was also deeply involved in the music direction for some famous works and is the recipient of the Kerala State Sangeet Natak Academy Award for Outstanding Musicians in the year 2001. A man who dauntlessly faced challenges in life with a smile. One who speaks the true language of the heart, music. On this special Navratri episode, as we mark Ashtami this evening, we have with us Bahrain's renowned musician Sri Ambalikuttan Aravindakshan on success statements featuring people who make a difference from Bahrain Media City. When it comes to music, the perfection of the art lies in the end result, as in how it is manifested in the listener perhaps. And if you agree with me on that, you will have to agree with me on this as well, that it is really hard to gauge the success of this art. Allow me to welcome a veteran in the field who I believe will definitely be able to elaborate this further. A man who comes with a legacy, the grandson of lyricist late Abhidev, the disciple of the legendary Carnatic musician Dr. Balamurali Krishna, renowned musician and academic Sri Ambalikuttan Aravindakshan joining me on success statements from BMC Global Live, which brings to you people who make a difference. Sir, good evening and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Raji.
It's indeed a pleasure and honor to have you with us this evening.
For me too.
Thank you so much. So this evening in the 1 hour chat, we look forward to hear from you various aspects of your life as a person, as a musician, and this episode is a very special episode as we mark a week celebration of Navratri at the BMC studios. Yeah. And on this Ashtami day, being a very auspicious day, it's indeed the studio's privilege to have you with us. Let me begin with my very first question. You are a musician in all aspects, an all-rounder in music. Tell me which makes you more happy, a singer or a teacher of music?
Well, that's a good question. If I analyze my own life,
okay,
my musical life has got two parts. The former part, I had been a touring professional musician, touring around various parts of our country and also some countries abroad. I traveled a lot. I performed a lot, both light music programs and Carnatic music classical programs. And in the latter part, I came to Bahrain with a specific mission to start a music institute, music and arts teaching institute here.
Okay.
And for the last almost 20 years, I am engaged in that work. Still, I am pursuing that work. So
okay,
these are two facets, as you asked. One is the former part is a performer, the latter part is a teacher.
Teacher, yeah.
So both are incorporated in my life.
Okay, but my question is what makes you more happy?
Yeah.
I know it's a tough question, right?
I'm coming to that point.
Okay.
Because as far as a musician is concerned, he has to do justice to his music, his imaginary, his creative music, his imagination, his creativity, everything is there. So he has got primary commitment to that kind of music. But at the same time, he has got a commitment to the society too.
Right.
To give the society whatever he has been taught, whatever the knowledge he has got within him, and that systematically, that knowledge has to be transferred to the posterity, to the younger generation. not only the music, but the philosophy behind that, the science behind that, the ethics behind that. Everything has to be properly transferred to the posterity to keep up the vibe of the light of this tradition intact.
Right.
The aesthetics of the music field, the entire aesthetics has to be transferred systematically to the younger generation.
Yes.
That also has got great importance. As far as I am concerned, I am focusing to that part now, but I am a performer.
Yeah.
I have been performing for nearly 25 years. So this is another facet of mine, and I am enjoying this part also, teaching them professionally and giving them the spirit of it and giving them the philosophy of it, showing them the aesthetics of it, and showing them the ethics of this. So everything is connected with this.
Correct.
So I perceive this in this way.
Indeed, music in itself is a joy, isn't it? Whether it's teaching or singing. But then I've always wanted to ask you this question, because you're both a performer, and of course, not all performers are teachers, isn't it? Some take it as a profession, but you've been balancing both.
Yeah, I am balancing both.
Yeah, that's a great start to a wonderful evening. Well, all traditions in the world says that the guru finds the disciple. Well, you are indeed privileged to have a guru like the Doyen himself, Dr. Balamurali Krishna. How did this guru find this disciple? Can you tell us this evening on that?
That's a nice question. If somebody wishes something with a strong heart, if he has got such an urge within himself to realize a particular aim, and that belief should be deep-rooted. If you have that, it is believed that the whole
universe,
the power of the entire universe get realigned itself in such a way to make it happen.
Okay.
In my case, this has happened.
Okay.
Because I have been an ardent worshipper of Dr. Balamurali Krishna's style of music, the sublime kind of music. But I never dreamt, even in my wild dreams, I didn't even dare to dream that once upon a time I would become one of his disciples. I never thought about that, even in my wild dreams.
Okay.
It so happened that after my post-graduation, I have decided to pursue further in the same field. At that time, it's in 1984. It so happened that a prominent musical organization in Kottayam, Ranjini Sangeeta Sabha,
Okay.
they arranged an annual concert, the annual biggest event, as my Guruji, Dr. Balamurali Krishna's concert they arranged. So, Guruji, incidentally, he had a very close friend in Kottayam. His name was Advocate K. Shangunni Menon.
Okay.
Incidentally, Advocate K. Shangunni Menon sir, was a great inspirator for me too.
Okay.
He used to come to my home every evenings, most of the evenings, and ask me to sing, inspire me to sing, and motivate me to pursue music. He was that kind of a person. He had deep love and affection towards me. So when Guruji came, they have been good friends for a long time. Guruji preferred to stay with him.
Okay.
So Menon sir once called me and told me that, Ambalikuttan, your dream is going to be realized.
Okay.
The legendary person is going to be with me for 2 days.
Okay.
You come and sit with him and chat with him and sing for him. That was a heavenly moment. Sir,
Yes.
I went there, I met Guruji, I touched his feet, and he asked me to sing something. Whatever you feel like singing, you sing,
Okay.
as per your preference. Then I sang one Kruti, I still remember in the Raga Hindolam, when I sang one Govardhana Girisham. It's a famous Kruti of Dikshidhar. I sang it before him. Immediately after that, he told me that, you be prepared to come to Madras, I am going to teach you.
Okay.
I couldn't believe my
Beautiful.
ears.
Okay.
So nothing more to be thought of.
Okay.
I discussed with my family, and my family, the full family supported me so well So I decided to shift my residence to Madras, and I went to Madras, and I stayed there for 5 years, and had a type of Gurukula type of
Okay.
education, musical education from him. It's a totally different kind of an education. That was, it's beyond words. It cannot be, because it has to be experienced.
Right.
I was there with him for 5 years. And I had a lot of beautiful experiences. Still I remember whatever new things I discovered from there, whatever has been taught by him, whatever unique things, the unique gems from the traditional music system. So many things have been taught to me, and I cannot even describe that. It's beyond, because it's a short talk. I don't want to elaborate further on that. But that is the way that you asked me the question. This is the way I met him.
Okay. But allow me to ask you, what will be one aspect of a guru that you picked from Dr. Balamurali Krishna, which you have applied in your life as a guru?
The peculiarity is that he is a guru, he is a type of a person who, his behavior, his talk, his way of interaction, everything was musical.
Okay.
When he teaches me something, I felt like a sponge is touching me, just a soft sponge, because his talk was so gentle, so musical, so harmonious. So whatever comes out of him, it directly goes to our intellect and our imagination, because he inspires the disciples a lot. He had only 2 disciples at that point of time.
Okay.
He never entertains more number of students. He had only 2.
Okay.
Myself and another person called Mohana Krishna. And whatever he comes out of him was musical.
Okay.
So that is I really tried to imbibe that quality from, because I don't scold my students.
Okay.
Because this is music. This
Yes.
creates harmony. So when you teach music, it has to be harmonious. It should be a beautiful process that should happen from one person to another person, as positive energy has to be emitted.
Right.
Positivity has to be transferred. So I believe I truly imbibed that spirit from my guru.
Very good. Very good.
Normally I have heard that some of the music gurus become furious, they scold.
Disciplinarians,
Very
yeah.
disciplinary, they are very, very disciplinary people. Very disciplinary people. So I am totally different. I give freedom.
Right.
I want to bring out the best out of them,
Yes.
and to give them freedom, and to create a harmonious environment so that they feel free to sing. They feel free to express themselves.
Right. You're very, very correct when you said we need to have a lot of positivity
Yeah.
being passed through this, the harmony.
Yeah, harmony.
Yeah. And if there are any gurus out there, the musical gurus who believe in a disciplinarian way of teaching music, well, that's their choice. But then the beauty lies in the harmony. And that is Sri Amlikutan Arvindakshan joining us this evening on Navratri special Success Talk from BMC Global Live. Let's take a short break.
Every piece of jewelry tells a story. Its raw beauty speaks of its natural origins. The brilliant design speaks of unparalleled craftsmanship. Its elegance evokes the passion and energy of those who wear it. At Al Siraj Jewelry, Our story, our pride.
Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global, and this evening we have with us Sri Ambalikutan Aravindakshan. Sir, when it comes to music, you have touched on all aspects of music, like singing, music direction, lyrics, and you teach, and you sing, you perform, everything. Like, tell us this evening some or at least one moment that you cherish out of all this. I know there may be many moments that you hold close to your heart, but on this very auspicious occasion or the special occasion to make my show different, tell us something which you have not shared elsewhere, one moment.
You have asked me a delicate question.
Okay.
So immediately what comes to my mind is a different incident.
Okay.
I sang for the movie Swati Tirunal. It has come.
Yes,
you might have seen that movie.
Yes.
In that movie, many stalwarts performed, got associated with the movie. My Guruji, even the great Shamangudi Srinivasa Iyer, Dr. Sramanathan, so many such stalwarts participated in the movie in some way or other. M.B. Srinivasan sir was the music director. And I have been asked to sing the famous Dhanasri Tillana of Swati Tirunal. And I sang that Tillana in that Swati Tirunal movie. Then the orchestration, everything done by MBS sir. And finally the recording time came. So 2-3 rehearsal performances will be there naturally. The eminent Mridangist, that is Madurai Srinivasan, performed Mridangam. The shortcut and everything was there. And we were ready to have the final round of practice. Two practice, final rounds will be there, practice. And then the live recording will come. And then we went inside the room and started practice. The first practice, we really did a good practice. Okay. I just gave my full energy for that and practiced it. It should come out well. He should be satisfied about that, to go for the final take. When I finished it, immediately I heard MBS sir talking, first class, finished.
Oh, that was a take?
That was the take.
Okay.
That was the take. So I got I couldn't express that feeling.
Okay.
Because he told, I was expecting another, the real take to come. When I finished, when he finished it and I was, while singing it, I thought I have to be a little better for the final take.
Final one,
Then finally after, when I finished it, first class, immediately MBS sir told first class. I heard it.
Okay.
Even then I thought there might be the final take, because he told that final take will be coming. Because not to create a panic in me and other artists, he did this technique, and that was the final take.
Okay.
The relaxation came to my that moment. Still, when you asked that question, this particular moment straight away came to my mind.
Indeed, a very special moment. Do you want to share something more about the Swati Tirunal movie as such? Because it was such a musical hit and such a lovely movie.
It's a lovely movie. There's a Jamuna Kinare Pyare.
Yes, it's such a nice number.
Guruji, my Guruji only sang it, and also Moksha Mugalada, one Kirtanam also is there. When the Bharatiya's grandson Rajkumar Bharati was the assistant of MBS at that time, he gave something and some instructions of how the music has been composed and to my Guruji, and he immediately went to, he took only less than 5 minutes to hear this, and he straight away he went inside the recording room and immediately sang it. When he came out of the recording theatre, the room, the voice room, that time also MBS sir told, who told you are Balamurali? You are not Balamurali, you are Pedda Murali. That means
Okay.
You are the great Murali,
Great,
not
yeah.
Bala Murali. Those occasions, we had so many such memorable occasions. I remember all these
Indeed,
things.
indeed. Which are the other movies that you sang for? Or how many movies did you sing
I
for?
sang for limited number of movies. The first movie being Aliyata Bandhangal,
Okay.
in which I appeared. I appeared in the movie as a
Okay.
singer.
Okay.
And Mohanlal introduced me to the audience,
Okay.
as Amblikuttan itself.
Okay, okay.
So that came in 1985, I think. And then after reaching Madras, and then another movie, Manasil Oru Manimuthu. Then there were some movies when during my tenure in Madras, I sang, including one movie in Tamil called Ramanujacharya, directed by a famous director, G.V. Iyer. Yeah, I sang so many songs in that movie, and then finally came to Swati Tirunal. Because I didn't venture much into
Commercial
the
singing.
movie singing, because I had my own limitations for that.
Okay, okay.
There are so many other aspects involved in this.
Right.
Swati Tirunal was the
Yeah.
last movie in which I sang.
Sang, okay. Do you have a special liking for Carnatic music?
Definitely.
Yeah, compared to
Definitely,
the-
needless to say.
Yeah.
Because I am totally committed to Carnatic style of music. I love all kind of music because
Yeah.
I attribute importance to all styles of music. I don't have any a partisan approach to music, because music actually reflects the culture, you know.
Yes.
Needless to say that the music of any region reflects the real culture of that land.
Yeah.
So every music has got its own importance. I don't undermine the importance of any music, but I am totally committed to Carnatic music, and I do believe that Carnatic music has got a very deep system within itself. And it is based upon a very in-depth science, of sound. It is based upon a very in-depth science of this, a comprehensive approach to sound science. So that is Carnatic music. It uses the optimum possibility of all these combinations. So I am happy and I am proud to say that I belong to the Carnatic tradition.
Right. Are you still learning music?
Because learning never ends.
It can never
It's a
end,
process
I mean,
that never
are
ends.
you learning it from any guru?
Yeah, no, I am not learning from any guru, because I have already learned from a great guru.
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
have to,
okay.
because I can learn myself. I am learning, I am collecting music from several sources, and I am studying myself.
What is your opinion about fusion in music?
Fusion is good to a certain extent.
Yes.
To a certain extent,
Because
it
we
is
see
good.
that
It's
gaining a trend, right?
Of course, it's a trend. It's good to a certain extent. When you fuse a different kind of music and musical, that fusion creates a different kind of musical appreciation. Okay, good, well and good. But the fusion should not lead to tampering with the style each other and to
Yes.
contaminate the originality of any style.
Right.
It should not go to that level.
Correct.
There should be a limit.
I agree with you. So away from music, let me ask you about awards and laurels. You are a person who have received many recognitions, isn't it? What is, in your opinion, this is a general question to any successful person, I may ask, what is the responsibility that an award brings to a person? How do you find this? And how do you comment on the trend or how the world look at awards these days?
What I perceive is that awards and accolades should come to your life naturally. You should not strive for achieving any awards. Whatever you can do is to make your work eligible for such honors. Raise the standard of your work and to make it eligible eligible for some sort of honors, awards or accolades, whatever it is. It may come, it may not come. But that should not dampen your spirit. If it comes, well and good. It has got its own value. I never undermine the value of awards and accolades. But you should not work only for that. You do your part well. If some honor comes to your way, it is well and good. Sometimes it may not come. That is life. That is the destiny. You know, but 2 days back only, our famous versatile actor Nedumudi Venu passed
Such
away
a loss.
to his heavenly abode. And you know that he didn't get a national award for best actor. He didn't get a Padma award.
Yeah.
You know about the great poet Sri Kumaran Thabissar.
Yes.
He didn't get a Padma award. Many of his juniors got it years back, but he didn't get it. But he has got the recognition of the people. He doesn't need an award. He has got the award of the people. So it sometimes happens like that. You should not, no, the work should not, the people should not get, they should not feel that they have been humiliated or that kind of negative feeling should not come. Never this recognition, whether it comes or if it doesn't come, it should not dampen your spirit to go forward in your work, in your course of life. That's my true opinion.
Yes.
I don't work for that. The award which I got, that is the Sarvakalashala Pratibha, as you already told, Sarvakalashala Pratibha Award. Even I never wanted to compete for that. I don't like, music is, what I believe is that music is not for competition, but for cohesion.
Okay.
But cooperation and cohesion among various kind of people. So music is for that, not for this type of competition. But I have been forced to go for a competition. All my professors particularly wanted me to attend this competition of Kerala University, undivided Kerala University.
Yeah.
At that time,
Yes.
it was not bifurcated to MG University. It had colleges ranging from Trivandrum to Alvai, almost 124 colleges. So I participated. Incidentally, I selected as a Sarvakalashala Pratibha. I competed only for musical items. 2 first and 1 second I got. And I was selected as a Sarvakalashala Pratibha. That I didn't, it came to me. I didn't work for that. Because suddenly only this decided, 2 days back only I finally decided to participate for the competition. So I participated and it came to me. I didn't work for that, it naturally came to me. So if awards and accolades come that way, it is well and good.
Good.
Well and good. It is an extension of your personality, it's good, well and good.
I
More
really
than that,
wish-
you should not
Strive for it, struggle for it.
struggle for it.
Yeah, I really wish parents out there and youngsters take this lesson, because that, I think, can save a lot of mental and emotional baggage as well. isn't
Definitely.
it?
It is
Then-
happening. We are all watching it.
Yes.
We are all watching it, what is happening. Sometimes it becomes a war,
Yeah,
a war-like situation. It should not lead to that.
exactly.
Because it is for harmony.
Because, yeah, every form of an art is a talent and a gift, and
talent.
that should be for,
Yeah.
indeed, for cohesion, as you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
to stay united. Well, on that bit of advice, those who are joining us this evening on Success Statement, the Navratri special episode, that is Sri Ambalikuttan Aravindakshan. Let's take a short break. Okay.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
Welcome back to Success Statements from BMC Global Live. On this Navratri special episode, we have with us renowned musician and academic in Bahrain, Shri Ambalikutan Aravindakshan. Sir, as we move on to the last segment of the show, let me ask you, I would not ask you like one challenge. I'm sure life is full of challenges for everyone. But for a person to become successful, I think there have been many hurdles in life. What would be one challenge that you had to really overcome to reach this position?
Well, that's also a good question. Because the real challenge I faced in my life is to live physically a life within the limits of this wheelchair and to live emotionally, mentally, intellectually a life beyond the limitations of this wheelchair.
Beautiful.
This is little difficult.
Not little difficult.
It's very difficult, in fact, because we go through very strenuous situations naturally. I faced several such strenuous situations. But you need to every time think beyond the limitations. There are limitations. It's are unavoidable. So these unavoidable situations should be accepted first, and then think of the ways to go beyond that, to think beyond that, to act beyond that. So I always tried. I had, to tell you the truth, I was not in a position to go to school during my childhood. I never had the pleasure of having the company of my friends in my school, because that's life's different kind of experience. That only makes life rich. That only provides a lot of experiences for everybody. That only inspires people to write. So in my case, I never experienced it. I had very rare occasions because I have only for writing exams I used to go to school.
Okay.
All other activities I had to do from at the comfort of my house itself.
Yeah.
So that's in fact very detrimental to our progress. You see, you can understand.
Yes.
So this kind of difficulties I really faced it, but I always kept my mind beyond this because I wanted to make this weakness another mental strength. I used to read a lot. I used to impart good knowledge to my friends. So I wanted to attract them to me. So I found out this method. I was a voracious reader. Even during my childhood, we had a very beautiful library. My grandfather, Abhay Dev, maintained a beautiful library. I used to enjoy all the books. I used to read everything. Everything from science to arts to philosophy to everything I used to read. Whatever comes to my mind, I read.
Okay, okay.
And I am deeply interested in science also, I tell you the truth.
All right.
I wanted to be a physicist.
I wanted to ask you, like, what would you be if not a musician?
Suddenly, definitely I wanted to become a physicist.
Okay.
But there's no way, because how can I pursue physics? There are very, very limited. During those times, people, my teacher used to teach me, suppose this is a test tube. Like that only, because I am studying from at the comfort of my home.
So, yeah,
Nothing I have seen, I have never entered a laboratory.
Okay.
So there were a lot of, I still am interested, but I am interested in cosmology. I diverted my interest in particle physics, everything. Other than music, I have got this diversified interests.
Okay.
That's another story. So, coming to the point, this is the biggest challenge. And for my professional career, I had the reason to settle here also comes out of that.
Okay.
Because while traveling for my programs, I had a lot of programs. All parts of our nation I used to go, and also some other countries also I used to travel. While traveling, while going from places to place for my programs, I had to struggle a lot. I have to adjust myself according to the available circumstances. There are so many, I cannot elaborate that,
Yes.
but I really suffered a lot. So after 20-25 years, during our youthful age, it is okay, we can
Yes.
endure anything. Even I had a program in Kolkata. At that time, from Madras Mail and from Madras to
Train.
Coromandel Express, I went to Calcutta.
Okay.
I had to go through a lot of difficulties, but it's a challenging mind. I had a challenging attitude, approach to life. So I wanted to pursue all that. But after some time, after I got married in 92, and after sometime then there were some difficulties to continuously travel and to live within the limitations, whatever I am getting. Because the comforts I enjoy at my home may not be available outside. When I go for a program, for example, if I go to a program somewhere at a temple, I may not get the facilities available at my home. I have to spend their hours there. And it will be difficult for me to get it adjusted according to my convenience. So, after a point of time, I thought, why can't I settle down somewhere and pursue music in a peaceful manner rather than going around everywhere, going and suffering this way. That thought only made me land here.
And that gift of
yeah.
with a musician that you are.
Yeah.
Tell us something about your family.
My family, our marriage was in 1990. I already told you my wife's name is Lalita Amblikutan.
Okay.
And she is also a music postgraduate.
Okay.
She took her music post-graduation from Delhi University. And we had one son,
Okay.
Devdutt. He is now working in Czech Republic.
Okay. All right.
And you know, my grandfather, my grandfather, late Abhay Dev,
Yes.
he was during the initial period of Malayalam films, he was he wrote most of the film songs. Like you might have heard many of his lullabies.
Yes.
It's very much known. His lullabies are very known. Paatupadi Urakam Njan Thamarappum Paidale.
Oh, okay.
Kannum Pooti Uranguka Neeyan.
Okay.
Another song, Paninir Malarinor, Ithal Kozinjalum, Kanthi Kuranjidumo. He has got a lot of songs to his credit. Lot of songs. He wrote for around 100 movies. And there is a compilation of his songs brought out by National Bookstore of only his songs. He has been a lexicographer. Later period of his life, he was a dialogue writer for so many dubbed movies. He dubbed Sangarabharanam to Malayalam.
Oh, okay.
Sagara Sangam, a lot of famous movies he dubbed to Malayalam. And he has been a good translator also. He translated from Hindi to Malayalam, Malayalam to Hindi. So many books are there to his credit. And he was a great motive force behind me, because I have got a lot of his traits. He really created my individuality. And my father and mother, everybody encouraged me to be like this.
Okay.
Their consistent and continuous support was there. Definitely, I need to tell that. My father's name is Aravindan. He had been a journalist. He retired from the Rubber Board as Director of Public Relations. He is leading a peaceful
And your
life
mother?
there.
Your mother's
Mother is
name?
Kamalamma. She is a housewife.
And your siblings?
Siblings, I have got one brother and one sister. My brother is a very known violinist. He settled in Canada.
Okay.
He is a very known, he went there as a computer professional. And he took his violin also. Now the thing is that he left his job,
He's a
full time
violinist.
into violin. He has
Okay.
got so many programs, so many students, all great artists going from India. Calls him, and he only accompanies with them everywhere in US and Canada. He has got a band, so he's happily settled there. And my sister is Jyoti. She's a housewife.
Okay.
She's now staying with, she's helping because both my parents are very much aged, old.
All right.
They
And you
are
are
very
from,
old.
You are from which part of Kerala?
I am from Kottayam,
Kottayam.
the central part of Kerala.
Okay.
Kottayam.
So your parents are there now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My sister also is with them.
What would be one goal in your life which you pursue now in future? Is there anything that you still have in mind which you wish to achieve?
Yeah, of course, because I have to, there are so many ideas within me, but how far I will be in a position to achieve, I cannot say.
Well, that's...
Yeah, that's different. That's different. In fact, I want to what to say, create several institutions of this kind. Because the problem is that now the whole situation in the entire world has changed dramatically.
Yes.
So after after this COVID, so nothing can be told now. It's only in a conceptual mode now.
Okay.
So I want to start this kind of this IAP I started here. The same kind of institutions I wanted to start several parts in India and also elsewhere.
Abroad.
Elsewhere. I want to start and I want to create world music because we need to incorporate all the good parts of the we need to collect world classical streams of music and to put together and to create a proper fusion to appear it like we need to make it a world music.
Global music.
Global music,
Okay.
world music. We need to encapsulate all the good parts of the world music, the classical streams, classical traditions. In we need to, every tradition has to be encapsulated in such a way and to harmonize them among themselves and to finally it's a very strenuous job.
Yes.
I'm not confident that I am going to achieve it, but this is my dream. And a world music should be composed. A
What a
music of
beautiful
the
dream.
entire world, the global music, as you told.
What a beautiful dream, and I'm sure you are a man who wished and desired and the universe conspired
yeah.
to make it happen. So why not? Maybe even this would happen. Well, that was a beautiful evening, a very musical evening. Well, this evening cannot come to a close with you on this stage and not a song. And that too a very auspicious occasion of Navratri. I would request on behalf of all our audience and Team BMC to please honor us with a short bhajan or a kriti or of your choice, please.
Okay. Then in that case, I will select a song composed by my Guru, my Guruji.
Indeed.
His composition about Devi.
Okay.
This is ideal for this occasion.
All right.
Parakelane o parambike, parakelane o parambike, patita binchuki, patituni brova, parakelane o parambike, patita binchui, patituni brova, parakelane o parambike. Puranini pada sarojamegani parakelane o parambike. Puranini pada sarojamegani parakelane o parambike. Madhuranilaye mohana murali sudha manohari pavani janani para kelane o parambike. Madhuranilaye mohana murali Sudha vinodini pavani janani para kelane o parambike. Harim chunu mahakalamu kshamiyim chinani Charanamu niratamu Devi Hari క్షమించును మహాకలము క్షమించినని చరణము నిరతము దేవి కరుణనైదు చరణం తిని శంకరి చరణనీదు చరణం తిని శంకరి మరువని మగిమదల్ పగ వశమాపరాకేలనే ఓ పరాంబికే పతిత బృంజుయి పతితుని బ్రోవ పరాకేలనే ఓ పరాంబికే
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for honoring
Thank you,
the
Rajiv,
request.
for your
it was
beautiful
indeed
questions.
a great evening. We at the BMC studios, the entire team is really honored, and that too a beautiful closure of the special episode in this season where we celebrate the power of the goddess Navratri. Your closing remarks, please.
Thank you, Raji, for your wonderful questions. That only prompted me to speak this much. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, BMC, for giving me an opportunity to express myself and my ideas, my concepts about my music, everything. Thank you all for a nice evening.
Music, they say, is a language of the soul. And one such person, blessed with the ability to decipher this language, that was Sri Ambalikutan Aravindakshan, an all-rounder in the field of music who was with us this evening on Success Statements from BMC Global. Until we meet next week with yet another guest, this is Raji Krishnan signing off. Good night.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com. IMAC, Cochin Kala Bhavan.
Evening, we have a small token of appreciation for gracing us. May I invite Francis Kaidaratha, the Chairman and Managing Director of BMC, to hand over the memento, please.
Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much. For
Just a small token of appreciation.
Thank you.
NEC Remit. Send money online to India. Credit in seconds with great rates. Download NEC Remit app now.